If you're an Israeli tech founder, you're always thinking about that next big step, right? And usually that means Europe. But what if your gateway to that massive market wasn't Berlin or London, but like a 40-minute flight away? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the really powerful business case for Cyprus.
So here's how we're going to do it. First, we'll hit the big why. Then we'll dive into the numbers, the financial advantage. After that, we'll look at your operational edge, how fast you can get moving. We'll explore the future-ready ecosystem, and we'll wrap it all up with a practical, actionable playbook for your startup. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first. Why Cyprus? I mean, why is it suddenly popping up on the radar for so many Israeli tech companies? Let's dig into that strategic decision. Look, you can forget about the short flight for a second. That's just a bonus. The real story here is this powerful combination, this trifecta of benefits. You've got serious financial incentives, surprisingly smooth operations, and a government that is absolutely all in on building a tech-focused future. All right, let's talk money. Because for any startup, especially one that's heavy on R&D and intellectual property, this is where the case for Cyprus goes from just interesting to, frankly, undeniable. Just look at this number, 2.5%. That is the potential effective tax rate on your intellectual property profits. It's thanks to something called the IP box regime, and it is, no exaggeration, one of the most powerful financial tools in all of Europe. It's an absolute game changer. And that incredible rate is really just one part of a three-pillar system. First, you've got a super low 12.5% corporate tax for all your general operations. Second, you have that game-changing IP box for your innovation. And third, there's a really smart break called the notional interest deduction, or NID, which actually rewards you for funding your growth with new equity. The whole system is just built for innovators. But, and you really need to hear this, this is not some simple paper shuffling exercise. To actually get these amazing benefits, you need real substance. That means a real office, real employees, and making your key decisions in Cyprus. This proves your center of management is genuinely there, and that is absolutely non-negotiable for tax authorities, especially since there's currently no active tax treaty with Israel. Okay, so the numbers are obviously strong. But beyond the finances, you're probably asking, how easy is it to actually get my company up and running? And maybe more importantly, how do I staff it with the global talent I need? So how do you build that world-class team? Well, you do it through a key government initiative called the Companies of Foreign Interest Program, or CFIE. You should just think of it as your express lane for hiring the best international talent. The CFE program is basically designed to solve one of the biggest headaches in scaling a tech company: talent. It lets you hire your key people from Israel or anywhere else in the world, it fast-tracks their work permits, and it even helps their families relocate. It just removes so much of the bureaucratic pain of building a global team. And what about the setup process itself? Well, it's designed to be streamlined and efficient. It's a digitized, step-by-step path. You go from reserving your company name all the way to applying for that crucial CFE status. And it's built to remove the friction that so often slows down international expansion. Okay, this brings us to a really critical question, the kind of thing that separates a good decision from a truly great one. We've seen the financial and operational benefits for today, but what about tomorrow? I mean, what is the long-term vision here? Let's just address the elephant in the room, right? Is this whole thing simply a short-term financial strategy, a tax play, or are you actually investing in a country that is actively building a sustainable long-term tech future? This quote right here from Cyprus's own chief scientist, it signals a really profound strategic shift. The focus isn't just on attracting businesses with low taxes. It's about a human-centric vision of innovation, using technology like AI to literally empower people. And this vision, it isn't just talk. It's a formalized, government-backed, national AI strategy. The goal is crystal clear: transform Cyprus into a knowledge-based economy and a real regional hub for AI innovation. That is the ecosystem you want to plant your flag in. And this strategy, it's grounded in real-world data. Research from PwC shows that, contrary to all the fear about job loss, the sectors most exposed to AI are actually seeing faster job growth and significant wage increases. Cyprus is embracing a future where AI redefines and enhances jobs, not just replaces them. So, we've covered the strategy, the financials, and the future. Now let's bring it all home. Let's put it together into an actionable playbook that you can actually use for your own company. You see, the smartest companies, they combine all these different tools. They set up a Cyprus Ltd to hold their IP for the tax benefits. They fund it with equity to take advantage of the NID. And they use that CFE status to bring in their top talent from all over the world. And the glue that holds it all together is a super clear mobility policy to manage tax residency for executives who are always on the move. So, are you ready to start? Here are the first concrete steps. This isn't some 10-year plan. This is literally a checklist you could start working on this week to make your European headquarters a reality. So, when it all comes down to it, the big takeaway is this. Cyprus isn't just about a single tax break or one convenient program. It's about a complete ecosystem where today's financial needs align perfectly with a very clear, very ambitious vision for tomorrow's tech landscape. Which really leaves us with one final thought. The future of tech, it belongs to those who are willing to learn, adapt, and lead forward on a global stage. The real question isn't just about where you're going to go next, but how you're going to use that move to completely redesign your company's future. And if you're ready to answer that question and start redesigning your future, you don't have to figure it all out on your own. For really tailored advice on this specific journey, we'd recommend looking into specialists like Cyprus Gateway. Their entire focus is on helping companies and founders make this exact move.